Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review, my rant of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. I don't know why I keep saying love. Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 42. Save the drama for your mama. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I know I'm out here a little early. Okay, I got some stuff I need to do. And so I am here during the midday. Okay. If you missed it, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. And I have placed it on subscriber mode only. Okay. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay. Y'all, this episode, if I had to give it a rating on a 1 to a 5 star, I would probably give this a 3 star. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what you all would give it. I think I'm gonna give it a 3 star. I'm just kind of tired of the phony and the fake ass storylines, right? If you will. Cause let's talk about Brittney and Kerok, right? So Brittney and Kerok are supposed to be moving to Texas. And they haven't said anything to his mama about it. We see the mama downtown, basically, packing up and everything, and she's fussing about, her boys and stuff. The way that I got it from Kerok last week was as if Kerok was saying that, he was going to be the provider or something like that. So I got it twisted, right? I don't know if all of y'all caught on to what Kerok was saying, but I got it twisted because it appears that they're just all going together, right? Changing their life, trying to live, like a different kind of life downtown to Texas. And so he had talked with his probation officer and everything. And the probation officer told him that Texas said, hell no, we don't have it to do. And so, they told him that they would put them in some, subsidized housing or a hotel, right, until they're able to um, allow them to appeal so that Texas could give them another opportunity to appeal to be in Texas. From my understanding, they are in Texas, right? So, anyway, they are earlier on, Brittney was, kind of like looking through it and saying, I remember how excited I was to come and stay here with y'all and all of that kind of stuff, waiting for you to get out of jail. And so, they're going through all of that rigmarole. We see them go downtown to, the housing and everything that has been provided for them because Kirok told them that they were going to be homeless. And so, it's nice on the inside, but it's probably shady and loud and all kinds of stuff going on, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like it's government housing and maybe a hotel. Bitch, I don't know. I'm just glad it's not me. So anyway, they go, there, and Brittney says that this is basically going to give her PTSD. This is PTSD based on what she has already been through in her life because she said she was homeless and she was staying from pillar to post friends houses and in this kind of housing and stuff, right? So for her, this is going to be a little bit stressful. Kerok says that he's from Richmond. He knows what that housing is like, right? Because he used to hang around, that kind of riffraff, and he used to be that riffraff, which is why he's incarcerated and was incarcerated for all of the years because he was out there robbing motherfuckers. Okay, so what I don't want. Why I know that everybody has an opportunity to live a different kind of life and change their life and shit. We ain't gonna forget that you was, out there gang banging and robbing motherfuckers and almost killed the dude, which is in jail. Okay, so we ain't got it to do now that you high and lifted up and you think that you above shit. You ain't above nothing. You, your mama, none of them. So Brittany, they make it. They realize, okay, we're not gonna go. So Kira calls the people and says, okay, to the apartment in Texas and says, we're not gonna be able to come, unfortunately, right? Can we get our security deposit back? Bitch, if you're supposed to be driving, here's the thing, and people stupid as you're supposed to be driving, you're on your way there. How in the hell you gonna get a deposit back when you supposed to be there in a day or two? Hell no, you can't have it back. And you probably have fucked up credit or not enough credit. And that's why you had to pay rent, a deposit, and first month's rent. I doubt very seriously if you had to got that money, okay, to even pay for it. So you know what? They gave you off market rate. It's off the market. So guess what? Hell no. Not if you're supposed to be there in a couple of days, bitch. How you gonna rent that out? They're losing money off of it. I'm just asking for a friend and talking about somebody that know a little teeny bit about how credit work. And they gonna call and try to get it back. For the fuck what? You probably barely qualified for the okay. So anyway, they got us trying to put a suspense thing in there, right, and talk about hours before the lease is expired. Bitch, leases don't go by hours; they go by days. 15 days, 30 days, 45 days. Bitch, why in the world are we sitting up here with this thing or this disclaimer on the damn screen talking about where the rent is going to be? Expired. The mother only got 40 more minutes. But it don't work like that. The mother got a day. That was her last day being up in there. She gave her 30, 60, 90 day notice and she got to get up out of this. So, they show, the mother packing and all of that. And she like, I don't put the camera in my face. I don't want, none of that stuff. And so then, they go out and everything, right? And he tells his brother before he tells his mother that he and Brittany are not going to be able to go. And then the brother was like, my mom going to be about it, right? We all supposed to be going out there together. And then I was thinking, okay, so is the mama having any problems? Because I know damn well the last time that we saw the mama had a damn boyfriend. Okay, so the boyfriend did show up, right? He won't say nothing, while they was on the screen and everything. And so then, Kerok and Brittany tell the mother, and the mother was like, what? I can't believe this. All of this stuff that we done did, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm going any damn way. Well, that's what we thought. That's what we thought. These phony storylines like this is what's be, is what be getting to me. Okay. Ciao, bye. So anyway, the next couple that I want to talk about. Oh, I ain't even bring these bitches up. Let me bring these bitches up. Some of them I got pictures for y'all. Some of them I don't. Where is she at with her dumb ass? Bianca and Daniel. So Bianca, today is the day that Daniel's supposed to be going to see his probation officer. So to see whether or not he's going to be able to stay with Bianca or he's not. Okay, so one of the things about her, she's extremely inappropriate and don't know what to say out her in a mouth, right? And so anyway, she is, hoping that he's going to be able to stay there. They go back to the coffee thing, right? Because she feels like she put all of this money out and he gonna have to pay up, right? And I'm saying, so when does the debt end? Does the debt end? Do you got a ledger? Do you got a book, an accounting book, bitch, where you writing all of this down so you can tell him when his debt is finished being paid off? Why is he paying restitution to this bitch when she's walking around kid talking about how much she love him? Why she got to pay restitution to him? See, that's the thing about it. I love you enough, right, to make you, beholden to me for the rest of my fucking life. But what I need you to do, if you're gonna go ahead on and do this kind of thing, right? You need to have books and records of when much and how much it costs, right? Cause so when I go down and you. So how much does that cost? How much did I pay off there, right? Am I charging you $1,000 an hour, right? $500 for every 30 minutes, bitch? What's the charge for? And when does the restitution start going down? When is my debt cleared? This is ridiculous for this girl to sit up here and talk about how he owe her something and he needs to do something and she ain't got no daggone records for the or billable hours. Got it here with that bull. So anyway, he did now, he fixed it and everything. And he was like, I'll do something for you. She was like, I was trying to allow you the opportunity to do something. He was like, what? I cook breakfast. Yeah. Check. Bitch, how much did that cost, right? Let's see. Let's go on a monster and let's see how much a chef costs. Stupid. This is so daggone dumb. So anyway, she wants him to be there and everything. She's got baby fever. So she doesn't know what she's going to do because she didn't do her homework. Instead of her getting a daggone Airbnb, okay, she should have went on and got her ass a hotel room until they made a decision on what was going on. But anyway, ciao. Anyway, so now they go down to the probation officer. She believes that she's going to be able to walk in there with him. She's not his fucking attorney. Why would she be? So she's sitting out in the car for a couple of hours, whining and complaining. And so we see Daniel come out with with the probation officer and everything. And when he comes out with the probation officer, she gets out the car and they have a conversation. He said, look, we're going to let him go here and stay with you for 30 days. And then we're going to have somebody to come out and look at the apartment, make sure everything's right. They're going to try to make sure he don't break nothing. I'm sure he probably has to do urine tests and all of that kind of stuff. It is what it is with this dumbass couple. But now here it is. She wants to have a baby and she's got baby fever. Now the two of them have made a decision. Now this is stupid as hell. Okay. They made a decision that instead of them using a contraceptive or something like that, right, that they're just going to go ahead on and do it the way they do, and that the contraceptive is going to be Plan B, bitch. So every time she has sex with him or makes love to him, or she got to give herself an A. That's what she got to do. She got to go and take a Plan B pill. And y'all, what? And then we find out that Daniel got a 13-year-old son. Bitch, I ain't hear the mother talk about it, the stepfather, the cousin, nobody. You mean to tell me ain't nobody concerned about that little baby? Where's the 13-year-old teenager that Daniel ain't dish for? And here it is, her dumbass Bianca want a baby bomb. She don't even know nothing about the 13-year-old son. Why would I want to have a baby by somebody and they ain't even tell me that they had a child? I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This month gonna make me every time they say they had an accident. Let me tell you something. Unless you did something to prevent the accident, it ain't an accident, bitch. It's on purpose. She said, I'm not gonna take it. Why would he allow somebody like Bianca, who acts as if she is still in the 10th grade, okay, got the mentality of a middle schooler? Why would he let her be responsible for whether or not he becomes a father? What is it with all of this? I can't do no contraceptive. I can't do. What is that? But he wants her to give herself a you know what every day because he had an accident. No, it ain't an accident. You're irresponsible, Daniel, just as much as Bianca is. Both of y'all fucking nasty motherfuckers, in my opinion. This is stupid as hell. And I would be ashamed to have that downtown to anybody's love life or love doing lockup. This is the dumbest I've ever seen. Talking about something else dumb. Dumb as Zeruiah and Troy want us to believe their story. They want us to believe that Troy is a thug. Bitch win, bitch how? Bitch win. Troy wasn't even a successful thug because he done got locked up for the dumb shit he did. He wasn't even successful then, and he think that he gonna run up out the house with an ankle bracelet on and go to Trey when Trey look like he is getting his life cleaned up and Trey ain't got it. Trey ain't got it to do. Trey was like, man, that's some dumb. The street ain't what it is. Exactly. And the street wasn't what it was when you was in there because you got caught. You got caught and went to jail for the dumb shit you did. But now you want us to believe you a thug before the streets is different. He going down there because he need a one-on-one therapy smoke session with Trey. Just tell her, I don't want to be around your ass. You got this blue stuff on your face. You look like a fucking clown out here. You say that the rent isn't paid up, okay? I don't know how to handle a situation. I ain't really got no money. My money and the money that I got is funny, bitch. And I want to run out and I want Trey to see my pink do-rag, bitch. Just say I want Trey to see my new outfit. Trey was sitting up there like, why this got me into this bull crap? Got these people with this camera in my face over some, you know what I'm saying? A real hustler ain't gonna want his face up on there for what? No face, no case, bitch. Why would you sit there and go? This is so stupid. This was just the dumbest. Okay, did I give it a 3-star? Bitch, I'm trying to think it may be a 2. Because this was the stupidest mess I have seen. It doesn't make sense that you would sit there. Then Troy sits there and says, she lied to me. And I had every right to be angry. But the street life is not street life anymore. Bitch, is that the script that they gave you to read? Troy goes into a zombie state as he's reading the month in teleprompter. They told me that drugs, say no to drugs. This has been a public service announcement. I said, you can't make this no more real, and you think that you got to hook up downtown to the street to be a thug? Ain't nobody fucking with you, young. He said on his own social media platform that ain't nobody had nothing for him when he came home. And you want us to think that you a thug. Then dumbass Zeruiah is running around in the car looking for him. She can't be without this man for 5 fucking minutes. The monitor is gonna know. Let me tell you, Troy was probably around the corner talking like he was walking for a long time. Now with that ankle bracelet on, you wasn't, motherfucker. No, you wasn't. Because you ain't get permission to go down there and talk to Trey and try to act like you know you and Trey, me and Trey, we talk every day. Bitch, you said something totally different when you came out downtown on his Facebook. You said something totally different about how the dudes did you. That's what I'm saying. You talk too much and so he come back and now Zeruiah is reading off of a scrap. You've got kids. You got a daughter. You have kids. And let alone you've got a wife. So you need to make a decision on what you're going to do. I said these. I bet you the script is probably in big bold ass letters, bitch. This is so fake. Their whole storyline is fake. Because Zeruiah is gonna sit up there and tell him, he gonna tell her, you ain't tell me what was going on. She gonna tell me some, yeah, I need to tell you. but allegedly the rent is 2 months behind. So when the fuck was you gonna tell them? And then whose name is the business in? A thug? A thug is getting a grant? Or is it in your name and you just wanted him to have a office space? Bitch, I can't with these daggone phony fake lines, fake storylines. Give me something that I can feel. I can rock with it, right? I can rock with it, lean with it, make this funny and everything. If you give me something to work with, you don't give me nothing to work with. I ain't got nothing to work with. What the fuck is going on here? This is just sorry as hell. Do better. Improvise. You can have the script, but the best actors and actresses, they go off the script a little bit. Just improvise. Stop reading it like that. God damn it. They almost look like they hypnotized while they sitting out here giving us this fake ass storyline. I don't know why y'all don't see it, but bitch, I do. And all they do is get high. That's it. Every time. Are they trying to sell him marijuana? Like, what are they trying to do here? Just tell us what the agenda is, bitch, and we'll go with it. But every time we see them, they smoking weed. And then she talk about she bipolar. Anybody that knows somebody that's on medicine know you can't smoke that. But I forgot. She was undiagnosed and diagnosed but wasn't taking her stuff. That's why she threw her microphone. They so fucking phony. And then Troy gonna sit up there and tell myself, yeah, I didn't have to sell drugs and I didn't have to be out in the street, but I wanted to. Well, ain't that what somebody had already said. Didn't his mama say it downtown to it that he was a little wuss and he had grown up with a silver spoon in his mouth? Girl, bye. And then they gonna break up. Okay, break up, make up, sing. Oh, you know I love you. Come on, give me a hug. We gonna go here and make it up. Bitch, this is not I Love Lucy. This is fake as hell. Who else was on this daggone show? Because I can't even remember who else was on. So I did Kerok and Brittney, Mike and motherfucking Justine. Got real. Now that got real. Now that's I'm talking about. Let us see the behind the scenes. Let us see what is going on because y'all gonna be mad at me. Unpopular opinion. I'ma say what I gotta say. This the same little boy, Justine's son, that been sassy out his mouth. He know my family kids that came up on the rough side of the mountain. He didn't even like him. Remember, he was the one that was sitting up on the daggone chair being sassy and talk about how much he didn't like Mike. Now, Mike and Justine, Justine made a decision for her body, contrary to what the doctors had already told her. And now she want him to make a decision to his body because she don't know how to stop having motherfucking babies, even though they told her that it was risky for her not to have them. Now, understand, it's a little snip, snip, snip. But like I said, a lot of men have a problem with even thinking about having a vasectomy, let alone going to get screening for prostate cancer. Let's how many men roll up out of here, honey, because they are scared to even go and get their tap? So for him to sit there, okay, for him to sit his earth there and say what he said out of his mouth is typical of men, and especially in the black community. So ain't no need of nobody talking about Mike need to just go here on to get. Okay, well, talk to the men in your life and ask them how many of them even go get this check. Mike is acting like a typical man. Typical man that don't take care of that thing. I just go ahead and keep it a buck 100. He ain't saying nothing that I ain't heard a whole lot of men say when it come down to vasectomy. Same thing that a lot of women say when it come down to tying the tubes. After I went through what I went through, I said tie, burn them, and clip them. They told me, oh no, we gonna go ahead on the time. No, burn them up at the end. I don't have no intention of getting pregnant again. Time, burn them, clip them, take them out, yank them, flip them up across the wall, bitch. I don't care what you do to them. Take them and do what you gotta do. What my insurance say that I can do at this age with them. Because trust me and believe me, they be telling you what you could do depending on what kind of insurance you got. But we ain't going to even talk about that. All I'm saying is, here's the thing. Mike may be wrong, but Mike is typical. And when you get to be my age, you understand that that's how some men roll. They can't imagine going in there, getting a snip and coming out. Mike told me if they make a mistake, they may not have made no mistake, but if they make a mistake, okay, I might be the first one. Okay, he's not the only one that think like that. But guess what? Justine didn't give up about what the doctor said, okay, about a risk of her life because she got pregnant again. And they had already told her, okay, they had already told her how her pregnancy was a high risk from the giddy up. So guess what? You got the pot calling the motherfucking cattle black. And like he said, you don't even know about getting your tubes out. You ain't did no research. Okay? And here you are, knowing that you didn't had all these daggone cesareans, and they already told you the risk of it, but still, yeah, you gonna go ahead and take the risk and get. But now when Mike said, about him having kids by other women and stuff like that, that should have been a ding dong to her, honey, bitch, because that ain't Avon. That's not Avon. That's that man speaking his true heart. He don't have no intention of being with you, or if something happened to you, he the fuck up out of there, and he gonna go ahead and make him a whole nother family. So while you sit thinking he loving you right now, let something happen to him. Let something happen to you. You told him to save the baby and don't save you. Okay. But then that's selfish too. Because you got all of these children that you going to just leave out for one that's coming. So Justine and Mike getting the kids ready and all that, her little sassy ass son with his sassy ass mouth. Because see, here's the thing. I'm a content creator. I remember this stuff, right? Because I come out here week after week and give y'all a review on it. So I remember a lot of stuff that a lot of y'all don't remember. And a lot of y'all may be new to the show. So I'm going to tell y'all that the little boy was sassy-ish when it came down to Michael. Okay? Period, point blank, poo. So we already know that there's an issue in a relationship between him and Michael. Let's lay this good groundwork down, right? Because we got time, bitch. It's 4:51. Justine goes out. She got the little girl with her. She said the only time that she got peace, okay, is when she gets to go to the grocery store. But yes, she's pregnant again. So, bitch, don't complain. Okay, if you want a solution, then you need to stop having those problems. And you're part of that problem. Matter of fact, okay, but anyway, I digress. So now she's running downtown to the grocery store. Her phone rings. It's her sassy ass little son. Because see, I ain't forgot. It's the one that be talking all of that and popping off at downtown to the house and doing what he wanted to and always got something to say. Now, she says that he's got, a little autism, okay? So maybe that's part of the problem. Is he getting the help that he needs? Is he or is he not? Do she got too many kids to manage him? I'm asking for a friend. So he calls, Mom, come home. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? Mom, just come home. Just come home. I'm downtown to the house getting my ass whooped for talking out my mouth. Because y'all remember she had to pick him up from the school a couple of times because of his. Don't be down in my comment section talk about Auntie. You don't understand anything about autism. Because you don't know what I understand about autism, okay? Don't do it. Next thing you know, Michael, who's got a job as a supervisor downtown to the warehouse, trying to make an honest hustle, saying that, he don't make as much money as he did when he was incarcerated, being out here on the street. And that's why a lot of people are street workers. That's why a lot of people turn to a life of. A lot of people do that because they don't see another way out. There is another way out. But a lot of people turn to the street and start doing illegal things because they have no hope for where they are. But Michael gets a call from his son. They go back down to the house. Justine and Michael talk to each other. Okay, we're going to meet outside. I thought that was smart. Coming together as a united front. They didn't know what was going on, so they couldn't really strategize, but they came in with a united front, and I like that. Let me put that in there just in case. Okay, y'all, read that. And I know my family member does too. They ain't all out the box, and you know what I'm saying. It takes a lot to raise a child like that. But anyway, I digress because I ain't gonna be out here telling my business or nobody else in my family business. Anyway, so here we go. They at the door. She told him get the baby. They go in. Her son, Justine's son, is across the bed on his knees. He says he threw his phone, a $1,500 iPhone, across the room because he was being bullied. I had to sit back because I know people throwing shit. A $1,500 iPhone, his little ass threw across the room because he was getting bullied by Michael's son. Now, as a parent that got bonus kids, you got to really know how to play this. Because when you got bonus kids, bitch, it be a whole lot of times when you got to stand down. So here we got Michael, like he was bullying you for what? Michael brings his son in. So now his son comes in. He listening to him acting as if he didn't play a role in this shit. He bullying me because I was talking and I got mad because he held me down and he said, so why the fuck would you break your phone? I just threw it. So Mike said, what's going on? He said, he's sitting up there being Mr. Sassafras, running his mouth about my mama his mama, you, and his daddy. And he didn't think he was gonna get knocked the fuck up. When you sitting up there, you a child, them conversations, neither one of them needed to be having. But see, stuff going on downtown to Michael and Justine's house, they, okay, are not checking. This is going on where he feel like he can have a grown ass conversation about parents and not get checked. So when he got checked, he didn't want to be checked. Neither one of them should be having these conversations. But I'm gonna go back because Justine, oh, you benefiting having all these kids off of me. Hold up, wait a minute. Some of them kids wasn't yours. These are conversations that they are allowing to have in that house. And because Justine is there with them most of the day, she needed to check her son immediately as soon as they see it. We saw the shock on her face, like, oh my God. She was like, he was talking about my mama and his daddy and this, that, and the other, and knick-knack and paddywhack. And then Justine's son, Mr. Sassafras ass, face dropped because he needs to be checked. You're a kid. What the? How did a conversation even go to that? And Mike is like pissed because now he got to try to balance this out, him and Justine, right? Because they don't have a plan. This ain't what they thought it was. Now we got our kids sitting out here having grown ass conversation. And now somebody going to blow about it. So I understand and understood Michael's frustration with punching that mother door because this is probably going on with little Sassafras because Sassafras been saying this from day. And I'm going to tell you, when you grow up in a home, your parents going to do stuff that you think is irresponsible, like punching a hole in wall. But Michael wanted to punch a hole in one of their asses, probably both of them. So better the door than for us to see Michael slam his son or somebody in the chest. Or I'm trying. We try to act like that stuff don't go down in the household. I never forget seeing a father square his son dead and he slid to the ground. This stuff happens in homes. Michael probably was so pissed because he's working on a job. He's a supervisor. He got to take off his job and come home. And I remember my parents said, if I got to come home, if I got to come home, if I got to take off my job, I don't know about y'all, but I done heard that and I knew what the If I got to take off my job and come down to that school, if I got to take off, what? People, put a hand in the chat. If you had one of them mothers and fathers that'll bust your, let me see your hand downtown to the chat, because this is real. Oh, he was inappropriate for putting, busting that door. Why would he tear up the door so he didn't have to rip none of that on television and get judged for it in front of that daggone production company who would have showed it, in my opinion. If he had touched them kids, we would have been mad. We would have said, oh my God, yeah, there go my hands. Thank you, y'all, because I'm trying to tell you, I know what school I came up in. I came up in that school. Don't let me have to come down there if I got to do it. And they meant what they said, bitch, and you knew that they meant what they said, and you wasn't calling the po-po. And if you did call, they was like, take their asses up out of here. They can go right along with you. Take a matter of fact, I already got a pre-packed bag for their asses. It ain't a joke. And y'all sit up in here talking about parents. And guess what, y'all? We don't even know what else was said. Their production may have had enough wisdom to take off the screen. Shut the fuck up, sassafras. Back in my day, if you came up on me and you knocked my mama up off of you knocked my mama off my shoulder, bitch, we was fighting. If we sitting out there and we joning on each other and going and doing what we gotta do, and next thing you know, you don't play mother jokes. Now you can talk about my father, but bitch, you ain't talking about my mother. And when you start talking about mothers, it's an issue, bitch. It's an issue. Shut the fuck up. And then when Mike was like, okay, well, you took your $1,500 phone and you threw it up against the wall, you ain't getting it. Why? Why can't he give me praise? Why? Why can't I want another one? I threw it because he was bullying me, and I just fucking got mad, and I threw a $1,500 phone across the wall. Why can't it give me praise? Because the next time you want to talk about somebody, I got to call that. Because the next time that you want to talk about somebody's mother and their father and everything, you'll think twice about it. Matter of fact, you better pray that you can resurrect a phone booth bitch from up out of the grave. Find one on the corner somewhere around this, and that's how you gonna be making phone calls, bitch. Matter of fact, I'll go down to the post office and get you some stamps so you can start writing letters to all of your friends that you want to talk about, since you don't understand the value of a $1,500 phone. Oh, this mother. Thank you so much, Tashawn. She said, read that ours. I'm sorry, y'all, but I come from a whole different school. I'm old school. I want to see how they handle them. Because he been popping off the whole time. Just they need to cut that stuff about our house. We don't talk about people's parents. And if you get fucked up because you said something about somebody's mother, take the ass whooping. Because you definitely don't be bringing up nobody mama in the midst of no conversation, mother. Like your mother is better than his mother better than your mother. These are people that they chose, right? Whether they together or not together, whatever, right? Because he goes back and forth with his father. So he probably got a whole lot of stuff to say, but no, shut the fuck up. And as I said, I understand that he has autism, but she said that he's smart. He know right from wrong. He lucky Mike punched the door. Last but not least, Teeny or Tennie. Because y'all know I've been saying Teeny and her name is not spelled with two E's, it's spelled with two N's. So it's Tennie. Tennie pops up, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people that they did not notice that Tennie hit that mama. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people that they don't realize that when a mother said what she had to say, maturity means you walk the fuck away and you keep walking. I don't know why people don't realize that Tennie didn't kick the mother's ass. Now, I don't know if they know about scrapping or scrapple doodle, bitch. I don't know what's going on. But when Tennie pushed the mother in the face, that was the first and last thing she ever did because the mother knocked her in her fucking eye. She came running around the table. Rob got in the middle of it and they went to the ground. And then this bitch is down there pulling somebody's leg. Tennie started the fight. Rob asked her, why did you come? Why did you jump up in her face? Why did you do it? In the midst of a fight scene. Some of y'all cousins, y'all gonna have to back away from the table, okay? In the midst of a fight scene, in the midst of a fight, after the fight is over. I done been enough of y'all. The first person you check is the one that was wrong. I don't give a fuck what you think, what you say. The first person that gets checked is the one that's wrong. Tennie got checked by Rob, not his mother. His mother said what she said. She came back. She didn't give a fuck about her kids, how she looked. She was mad because she thought she was cute. She see the mother for her works. But his mother see hers for hers too, bitch. And don't you ever get it twisted. When I went back and looked at pictures of Tennie, Rob put her on the come up, bitch. If you ever want to figure out between what the real deal is between Tennie and Rob's mother, go back and look at the busted ass pictures of Tennie. And you will realize when a mother said that the bitch got him taking care of her and her two kids, that's why she stuck it out. Go back and pull up old pictures of Tennie. Looking busted. Both of them bitches want his money. See, round downtown to the auntie's advice, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to call a thing a thing. Now, you can put your comments down in the comment section if you disagree with me, but both of them bitches want his money because Tennie ain't never work. Even off a Rob shit. And Rob talk about he's the rope, but he the motherfucker got them both on the other end of it. He's the flag in the middle, bitch. When he sent Tennie over there, I am so pissed. I don't even know why I'm acting like these people, my family. But bitch, we gonna go here and have a conversation because y'all like long videos, right? When he sent Tennie over there to check the mother and get the mother back, money back, him and his brother was taking care of the mother. Let me let that just sit there for a minute. They both were taking care of the mother. Is the mother attitude fucked up? Yup. She got fucked up ass attitude. But so does Tennie, or whatever the fuck. Both of them. She started this shit. She did not whoop his mother's ass. The mother didn't whoop hers because the fight got broke up. If you gonna tell it right. It was a draw. Tennie, the mother in the head, and the mother socketed her ass in the eye. And that's when she came around the table because she thought she could just put her hand on somebody's mother and get away with it. Greedy goblin, gutter snipe, goddamn gremlin. You gutter snipe, gremlin ass, grubby, greedy bitch. She ain't no better than a mother. Both of them want his fucking money. She's a gutter snipe for putting her hand on the mother. You know what the mother is. You sit up there telling Rob every time her ass come around, she got a nasty personality. So do you, because that's called defense. So when a mother come around with a nasty attitude, I'ma have one too, because I'm be time enough for her. But now that relationship is forever damaged because you can't go back from being physical. And guess what? Your mama used to seeing you doing shit like that because your mother didn't even get the fuck up. And your daughter said, I ain't used to seeing my mother. And let me tell you something. Tennie and her mother, right? Tennie and his mother was wrong. But anybody that justifies what Tennie did, I'm side-eyeing the shit out of them. Because Rob asked her, why did you come back? Why did you get up in her face? Why did you do that? And I'm side-eyeing the out of people because it lets me know that you don't give a fuck about what you expose your children to. Because now here you got the daughter thinking she gonna get in this shit. She's a child and should never be put in that place. All Teenie, in my opinion, was thinking about was putting her paws on the mother and feeling like she had a justification to do this. And she wouldn't want her daughter standing up in her mother's face. Because I'm going to tell you, this going to come back. It's coming back. You know what the mother is. You know what she about. You know she want that money. But bitch, so do you. Because if you ain't got Rob taking care of you, you ain't got no motherfucking resume. What the you gonna fill out on an application? Sitting in a house while a man is in jail for 16 years, getting living in a household that he and his brother providing for me, whether it's good money, bad money, dirty money, clean money. I've been sitting up in a motherfucking house with a camera up and up being supervised. That's all I know how to do is have me and my kids supervised. Well, I run to the jail every weekend to go see this mother and not give my kids a life. Teenie don't work no goddamn well. And the mother's probably resentful because she like the bitch don't work, but she using my son to go and buy all this stuff. That's between her and Rob though, Mom. You ain't got nothing to do with that. But when we first start looking at this, Rob and his brother, because see, I don't forget. I gotta come out here every week and do the review on this, so I don't forget. He said him and his brother was taking care of the mother. Hell yeah, Courtney. Hell yeah, Courtney. She been wanting to hit his mother. She didn't even think about how it would affect him over a beef. Let the mother say what she want. Her ignorant ass. You know she ignorant. But now here you got a scar on your daughter when now she got to sit and talk to her little brother. That's never going away. And that was on television. So hell yeah, I'm side-eyeing people. Because I've been in positions, you've been in positions where you could have took it to the street. I've been in positions where I could have said a whole lot of here on YouTube that I won't say. And levels I don't go to. Yeah, I cuss, do what I do. But there's certain levels that I have been tempted to go to, that I felt like I've been pushed to go to, and I don't go to them. Because when I see a mother, I can't unsee you. But certain things I ain't gonna do. Certain things I ain't gonna say. And she know Rob mom. And yes, she jumped up in front of her children. And a little girl sat there and talked to her brother. Here Teenie is now, she crying. Rob said, pay attention. Rob asked her, why you do that? The mother down on the ground, she pulling the mother leg. Her mother is, slow it down. Go back and look. Her mother is so disgusted that she is pushing Teenie off of his mama. If Teenie don't have self-control with somebody else's mama, what kind of control do she got with her own? Her mother face was like, get off this woman. That's why people didn't show up. That's why they didn't show up. Because she's a nasty bitch. Her and his mother. Because I'm not excusing the mother's behavior either. Even though she said production told her to say it, you know what to say out your mouth. Production, according to the mother, was trying to provoke that. The mother finally got free. And Rob said, why the fuck? And you know what she said? Go ahead and blame me. Yeah. Because during the fight, the first one that get shot, you did this shit. He left out with his mama. And he told her back at the house, I don't know how to look at you now. You goddamn right. Because if you have kids with her, she will show her ass in front of your kids and not even care that they there and how it affects them short term or long term. Because she didn't even care about her own kids. And then she gonna sit there and brag, bitch, and say, well, you know what? I was glad that my daughter, was there for me and everything because I couldn't come down. You disrespect. Now, stuff happens. Stuff happens. We get pissed. We go off. We do. You know what I'm saying? We make mistakes. We make mistakes. So don't get it twisted that I did not realize and that I do not realize that she made a mistake. But she knew who the woman was. Then Teenie said out of her mouth, you was in jail for 16 years. Oh, I pay attention, bitch. I pays attention. Teenie said, you was in jail for 16 years. Wasn't until I showed up that she showed up. So this false narrative been out here in the street that the mother ain't seen him in jail but once. But Teenie, being mad, bust that out. She said, yo mama, all that time you damn near rocked in that jail for 16 years. It wasn't until I started going that she showed up. So y'all got this narrative. Go back and watch. Go back and watch and listen. They got this narrative out there that the mother ain't been to the jail. But Teenie bust that out. See, because out of the heart, the mouth speaking, she couldn't even cover that shit no more. It wasn't until I saw coming that she started showing up. So it was competition. They compete against each other. Pay attention to what you're watching. I think that he played them against each other because it benefited his ass. It made her think that he would be ride or die over his mama. The mama called her a grubby, grubby, gremlin, gutter snipe ass gremlin. In the beginning, Rob said him and his brother was taking care of the mother. He said that he understood that the mother wanted them to continue to take care of her. But mama got to realize that when he married her, he forsake everything and everybody else. So what he should have did when he told Teenie to reduce the mother's money, he should have cut the mother off. That's how you handle cut off. Don't have Teenie go and get the money and say Rob is reducing your allowance. Rob and my brother are reducing your allowance. Cut her off. Because if you're giving me an allowance and you cut my down, the mother feels entitled. She feel like I took care of you, you took care of me. No, fuck that. You took care of me, but now I got to take care of me and mine. But if Rob ain't cut this stuff off and stop this crap, y'all remember last year when they came, the year before last, when they came to the table, it was a lot of stuff the mother didn't even know. And it's her son's responsibility to tell the mother. So they've been going at war with each other. Rob sit up here acting like, is this the party that I deserve? I mean, this is my coming home party. They're pulling me like a rope, and I'm in the middle, and I'm being pulled. Motherfucker, you starting this shit. And what you didn't start, you didn't stop. Rob, what you didn't start, you didn't stop. You the man in this relationship. Cut this out. You the man. But now you sitting up there. I mean, I guess this is the kind of party I deserve. Yeah, mother. Yeah. Because you're the middle person. Now, you at a point where you're out of jail. Y'all had to downsize the house. You kept your rent-a-center cameras. You ain't making the money you and your brother that y'all used to make. And your mother still has an expectation to get what Tiny or Teeny or Tennie says she could have. And now you got to cut the mother off. It's all right, cut her ass off. But this war that's going on now has been translated to the daughter. Because the daughter set her ass up there, not seeing everything, and said she attacked my mother. No, honey, your mother jumped up to get knocked down. She got knocked in her face because your mother jumped up and your mother hit his mother. She smushed her. She did that. And then when the mother hit her back, she came around the table. When the mother got up, right? When the mother got like one of them up in her motherfucking face, long distance, she came around the table. And Rob protected his mother. And they fell to the ground. And even Tennie's mother was disgusted by it. So if anybody ever put their hands on Tennie's mother, she better not say nothing. Because you've already said it's all right. You've already said it's all right to put your hand on somebody's mother when you feel justified to do so. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if we anything about Teeny's mother getting her ass whooped, don't y'all come down in my comments and say nothing. Then they up against the wall. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, okay. Thank you so much, Matt Bella, for the $5 super chat. Knowing they don't get along, Teeny should have said hello and let them talk by themselves. Simple. All the rest of this wouldn't have happened. Absolutely. And then the thing about it, you can't be so fragile that when somebody says something, you gotta respond. You know she's stupid and you know the mother petty and stupid and ghetto. You know the mother wants more money. You know that that's been her motive the whole time. Why would the fuck would that bother me when I know who the fuck his mother is? Now she gonna take them down to the beach, to the park. And they don't have money anymore for her to buy the season tickets. The lady said, I mean, you know, you can have it, you can come all year. Now you gotta have this conversation with your daughter. Where your daughter said, Mom, I was ready to get into it. All that glass and all that chaos and confusion that was going on. Your daughter could have really got hurt. And because you didn't respect his mother enough not to put your hands on her, Rob's mother wouldn't have respected your daughter enough not to whoop her little ass. You see how all is fair in love and war? Because if the little girl had came over there and somebody would have been holding Tenny back and the little girl would have been trying to strike the mother, it would have been wrong for the mother to mollywop her ass out there on them streets, right? I'm just asking. Since we want to say how right it was and how justified it was, she would have been justified to kick her little ass, right? Then when she talks to the son, she says to the son, I mean, when the little girl talked to her, she talked to Tenny, and Tenny said, you know, I was out of control. I was having an anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe, and I appreciate you. Thank you, boo. Nikki said we keep her at a book. Nikki, you know I do. Then she talks to the brother. Do you still see her as your grandma? He said, yeah. People make mistakes. Yeah, she's still my grandmother. They shouldn't have been fighting, but they did. I mean, you know, I wish they had just been able to talk it out. She said, well, fuck that. I don't see her as my grandmother no more. She put her hands on my mother. See where you got the kids at? Let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to make it very clear. I ain't on either one of their sides. Both of them was wrong for the reasons they was wrong. Both of them was wrong. But we ain't gonna let Rob get out of this. Because at the end of the day, Rob needed to talk to his mother about how he handled his wife. He needed to talk to his mother about how, and he needed to put some safeguards in place and some boundaries for his mother. Because the Bible says when a man findeth a wife and they get married, they are now one flesh. They forsake everybody else in their life for one another. He should have put boundaries on his mother. And he didn't. He didn't. He needed to have that tough conversation with Teenie about putting your hands on my mama. The fuck? He should have had those conversations. But he never did. And so we'll see whether or not he does that for the rest of the season. Now, when I say that I'm side eyeing y'all, I ain't mad at you. It just makes me think. They both was wrong. But Teenie popped it off. There was no winner and no loser because the fight didn't even get started. But did y'all notice that production stood the fuck back and let all that shit go down? In my opinion, they did nothing to break that up. That's my opinion. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Love you, Auntie. Been a member almost 4 years. I love my family. We love you too, Miss Emma. Thank you so much, Deshaun. Read their asses, Auntie. And thank you so much, Bella Boo, for the $5 super chat. Y'all got a long video. It's an hour and 17 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to have to turn the comments off because I know people probably be ready to read my ass. One thing I ain't going to do around here is fake it. I don't need interviews. I don't need that. I ain't got to kiss nobody's ass. I can come out here and say what the whole hell I want to say. Because I don't need them but just to show up every Friday. Love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. And I want to so thank Ray Della. I don't know how many people are out here. I didn't even look, but you holding it down right now at 7:03. So most of the time it is almost like double that. So thank you so much. I love y'all. Bye.